Hi friends, welcome to Lesson 12 Math Notes. Before I get started with Lesson 12 Math Notes, I want to go back to a mistake that was brought to my attention that I made on my Lesson 11 Math Notes. So again, I am not perfect. I make mistakes all the time, and I appreciate I got Olivia and Jordan say, Mrs. Duncan, I think your math was wrong. So I love that they came out and corrected me on that one. If you go and look at the math notes from yesterday, for the warm-up, I had 14 plus 15. I said 14 plus 15 is 19. That is not 19. 14 plus 15 is 29. I was off by 10. So I apologize for that. That's going to change that answer to 29/35. So sorry about that, guys, and thank you for bringing it to my attention. Math is full of mistakes and errors, and I just want you guys to know that it's okay to make a mistake. It's not the end of the world if you do. All right, with that being said, I'm going to go to our math notes for today. So I gave you guys all in your packets that your parents picked up, I gave you all a packet of our math notes already instead of getting all your math notebooks out. I just decided this would be easier. So I'm going to start with our math note warm-up this morning. It says, Ethan's reading assignment was to read 15 and a half pages. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to circle 15 and a half pages. After reading 4 1/3 pages, he took a break. How many more pages does he need to read before finishing his assignment? So I'm going to underline what it's asking me to do. How many more pages does he need to read before finishing his assignment? Well, if he read 15 and a half, okay, so we have 15 and a half, and he needed to read that much. He read 4 1/3. I need to subtract what he read from what he needs to read to solve this problem out. So I'm going to be subtracting two mixed numbers. In order to do that, I need to convert these into improper fractions. So I'm going to start off by saying 15 times 2. Well, I know 15 times 2 is going to get me 30. 30 plus 1 is 31. So down here I have 31 over 2 minus 4 times 3 is going to get me 12. 12 plus 1 is going to get me 13. So I've got 13 over 3. Now I'm going to go through, get rid of that. I'm going to go through and use my butterfly method to finish solving these out. So I'm going to start with the bottom of my butterfly, or the butt of my butterfly. 2 and 3, that's going to get me 6. That's my new denominator, 6 and 6. Then I'm going to do my numerator, or my left wing, not my numerator. My left wing, 3 times 31. Well, I know 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So I'm going to get 93. Okay. Now I'm going to do my right wing, 2 times 13. That's going to get me 26. Don't forget the body of my butterfly. Okay, which means subtract. That looks like a 43, but it's 93. There we go. Now I'm going to go through and subtract. I know my denominator is going to stay 6. 93 minus 26. I'm going to go over here and do that on the side. Totally fine to not know these off the top of your head, guys. It's nice to go through and double check your work. 3 is going to be 13. 13 minus 6, well, not 13.6. 13 minus 6 is going to get me 7. This now is an 8. 8 minus 2 is going to get me 6. So I've got 67 over 6. Okay. Well, how many times can 66 go into 67? Because this is an improper fraction. I know that 6 can go into 67. I know 6 times 11 is 66, which is one shy of this. So 6 can go into 67 11 times, which would be 66, and 66 up to 67 is a difference of 1. So that's 11 and 1 6. So that means Ethan has to read 11 and a 6th pages left to complete his assignment. Okay? Now I'm going to go scroll down here to my concept development, which you guys already have written down. Today we're going to be doing some more subtracting of some mixed numbers. Again, to do these, we are going to make sure that we are converting those mixed numbers into improper fractions, butterflying them out, and solving. These can get a little messy, so please make sure that you are trying your best on them and you are double checking your work because, as you saw yesterday, really easy to make a mistake. I'm going to start by converting this 1.5 into an improper fraction. 1, gotta highlight my pen there. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So here I've got 3 over 2 minus, this is already a fraction, so I can just write it down as 1/5. Now you're doing these with me, you're writing this down as I go. I'm now going to do butterfly method. Start with the butt of my butterfly, which is 2 and 5, which is going to give me 10. 10. Then the left wing. 3 times 5 is going to get me 15. Then my right wing, 2 and 1. And 2 times 1 is going to get me 2. Now I know that 10 is going to be my denominator. 15 minus 2 is going to get me 13. And I now need to ask myself, how many times can 10 go into 13? Well, 10 can go into 13 one whole time. And there's 3 left over because one group of 10 is 10. 10 to 13 is 3. So my answer is 1 and 3/10. Now, if I'm going too fast, remember you can always pause these videos to slow down or review whatever you need to do. Now I have 1 and 3/4 minus 6/7. I'm going to start by converting this into an improper fraction. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7, so I'm going to get 7 over 4 minus, and I don't need to do anything here, it's just already a fraction, minus 6/7. Now I'm going to do butterfly method. Okay, let's see here. 4 and 7 is going to get me 28, so my denominator is going to be 28. And then my right wing, oh gosh, I keep saying that wrong. My left wing is 7 times 7, which is going to give me 49. My next wing of 4 times 6 is going to get me 24. Okay, my denominator is going to stay 28. I don't know what 49 minus 24 is off the top of my head, so I'm going to go over here and say 49 minus 24. I know 9 minus 4 is 5, and I know 4 minus 2 is 2. So my final answer is going to be 25 over 28. And that is simplified because I know 25 and 28 don't share any factors in common. That's as low as that problem or that fraction can go. Okay. Now that is it for my first page of math notes. Okay, that's my first page. My next page of math notes, on the back here, I've got 3 problems. And I have a we do, you do, and then a challenge problem. So I'm going to start up top here with the we do. Again, you should already have this on your sheet in front of you. 2 mixed number subtraction problems. The first one I'm going to do is 3 1/4 minus 2 1/2. Convert these into improper fractions. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So I've got 13 over 4 minus 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5 minus 5 over 2. Going to go ahead and butterfly that out. Okay, right here, let's go with blue. Start with the butt of my butterfly. 4 times 2 is going to give me 8. So I have 8 and 8. Left wing first. 13 times 2 is 26. 26. Then my right wing. 4 times 5 is going to give me 20. Okay. 26 minus 20 is a difference of 6. My denominator is 8. Now I can reduce that. This can be simplified. Both of these are divisible by 2 because they're both even numbers. So I need to ask myself, how many times can 2 go into 6? 2 can go into 6 3 times, and 2 can go into 8 4 times. So my simplified answer, or my reduced answer, is going to be 3/4. Okay? And that cannot be reduced anymore. 3 and 4 do not share any factors in common. All right, down for the you do. Okay, I'm going to do this one with you because I am working remotely and it's kind of hard to do this on your own. Working on converting these to improper fractions. 4 times 2 is, select my pen, 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So I have 9, looks like a 4, 9 over 2 minus 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11 over 11 over 3. I'm now going to butterfly that out. Okay. I'm going to start with the butt of my butterfly. 2 and 3 is going to get me 6. Okay, then I'm going to do my left wing. 3 times 9 is going to get me 27. My right wing is going to be 2 and 11, which is going to get me 22. Oh, I forgot to write the other 7 there. Gosh, I'm just going crazy today. This is 27. Can't believe I forgot that. Holy Kalitos. Okay. Now I'm going to subtract this out. I know my denominator is going to stay 6. 27 minus 22 is a difference of 5. That cannot be reduced anymore. That is 5/6. There we go. All right, scrolling down to my challenge problem. This one's going to be a little bit larger to work on. So we're going to work on this one together. All righty. It's 9 2/3 minus 2 6/7. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 plus 2 is 29. So I've got 29 over 3. Minus 2 times 7 is 14. 14 plus 6 is going to get me 20 over 20 over 7 equals. Now we're going to butterfly that out. Okay, the butt of my butterfly, 3 and 7 is going to get me 21. 21. Then the left wing, 7 times 29. I don't know what that is. I'm going to go over here and work on it. It's okay if you don't know. It's practice for multiplication. Okay. 7 times 9 is 63. So 3 carry the 6. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 6 is 20. So I'm going to get 203. So I have 203. And I know that 3 times 20 is going to get me 60. Minus 60. I don't know what 203 minus 60 is off the top of my head, so I'm going to come up here and do that. 203 minus 60. Well, 3 minus 0 is 3. This can become a 10. This becomes a 1. 10 minus 6 is 4. Bring the 1 down. So now I've got, oops, there we go. Now I've got equals, oh goodness gracious, equals 143 over 21. How many times can 21 go into 143? Well, I'm going to say, I count my 20s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 120, 140. I know 2 times 7, or 21 times 7 is going, 21 times 7 is going to get me close to 143. I'll do 21 times 7. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. Ooh, that's too big. 147 is too large. I only need 143. So I know it can go in there 6 times. 21 times 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. So the difference of 126 to 143, 126 to 136 is 10, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. That's 10, or I'm sorry, 36 is 10, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 17 over 21. All right, guys, that's our math notes today. Make sure you're working on the worksheet that goes with this. Thanks, guys.